Hey y'all, we're Gary and Jen, and we are in Belize City, Belize.
So we were told if anybody asked if we had a good time while we were in Belize, say, you better Belize it. Hold up, time out. Let's stop right there. Let's not get too far ahead. We definitely did not have a good time while we were traveling in Belize. It could probably be best described as unbelievable. So let's rewind all the way to the beginning and we'll explain it a little bit better about what went wrong on our trip. So due to the shallow waters around Belize, its port's not like your typical ports. The ships don't just pull up to the dock. It's what's referred to as a tender port, which means they have boats come out to you and they shuttle you back and forth between the ship and the port. It takes about 20 minutes for the tender to get you from the ship to the tourist village in Belize. And as you can see, on the day we were there were actually 2 ships from Royal Caribbean visiting at the same time. Once the tender arrives at the pier, it's just a short walk into the tourist village. Check out the little swings they have.
We're gonna have to do that
Yeah.
in a little bit when people are... I wanna see these little shops.
Okay. So we are in Belize City, Belize today, and it's another hot one here. I think it's only supposed to be like 86 degrees, but it feels like 104 outside.
It's
so
hot.
The humidity is crazy down here.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. So we're gonna check out some shops and see if it gets a little cooler inside of them.
I think I should get my hair braided.
Still checking out the cruise port in Belize and all the little shops they have. It is like way busier here. There are 2 ships in port right now. The Grandeur of the Seas from Royal Caribbean and also Royal Caribbean's Adventures of the Seas. So way more people here than our last port we were in. So prior to our cruise leaving, we took a look at the excursions that were offered in Belize, and we didn't really find anything that we liked. So I did some research online and saw that Belize City was supposed to be pretty easy to walk around. So I decided that we would walk over to the downtown area and do some shopping and maybe get something to eat over there. That part I neglected to discuss with Jen first.
It's pretty here.
Yeah, we're just in the tourist village area, and it's really nice, but it's very busy here with the 2 ships.
I don't think we're gonna kind of leave this area though, right? Because it's bad here.
So we decided to get out of the touristy area and get into actual Belize City. It's a lot different than what they portray it as, but this is authentic area, and
it's sketchy. I don't like it.
So.
And you also said let's play it by ear.
And we are.
No, we're not. We're where we're not supposed to be.
Why are we not supposed to?
Because we're not supposed to be here, Gary.
So we are walking through the over to the downtown area. Jen's not exactly happy.
No, we need to go. We need to go back.
It's outside of the touristy area, so she's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah,
but
because we're gonna get kidnapped. Stop it. Put the camera away. It makes you a target.
we're walking across the bridge, going over into Belize City, outside of the tourist area.
That is pretty.
Yeah.
Look, with our cruise ships out there.
Yeah.
That is very pretty.
It's Venice of Belize.
Yeah.
So.
Look, it goes that way too.
Yeah. So now we're walking into the downtown area of Belize City. And going to check it out now that we're out of the touristy stuff and see what we can find.
Do we need to go over there?
Yeah, probably so. Walk this. Watch out, watch out. Not the same traffic rules in Belize as there is in the U.S. So. I mean, if you want to, we can take them.
So we did manage to make it through one shopping section before Jen just finally had enough, and we headed back to the ship.
All right, so we're back in our room now. It's much cooler in here. It was so hot outside. I think when we looked up, it was saying the heat index was about 104, and that sun was absolutely brutal. So nice to be back in the air conditioner. But what we really wanted to talk about, as you'll notice, we didn't have a lot of video, and it was kind of interesting at the end of it because of the experience we had afterwards. Tourism is Belize's main industry, and like us coming off a ship, we go into the tourist village, and it's all this, I kind of see it as like their Disney World type thing. Everything's themed to fit the tourist and all that, with the shops and the restaurants and the bars and all. But I mean, I know that's not how Belize really is. I wanted to experience what Belize is really like. So, I told Jen I wanted to go out and explore around Belize City. I'd looked up and seen that it was supposed to be pedestrian friendly, for walking around and all that. So much to her reluctancy, we decided to go outside. Now, probably my first clue should have been when the police officer at the exit to the terminal asked us where we were going to and why we were wanting to go out there. So that probably should have been clue number one, but I don't follow clues very well. I'm a guy. So I'm like, I just want to go walk around. So we did, and immediately it was a lot of difference. They had people inside the tourist village offering tours and all that, but when you got outside, right outside, they had people doing it as well, but they were extremely pushy and all that, kind of bunches of people grouping up that you didn't experience inside. So it was a lot of difference there. And I guess the best way I could put it is inside the tourist village versus outside is like night and day.
I think it's a third world country. So, you get the happy place, and then when you step out into the city, it's a third world country, and it's nothing like what you are used to, and it is definitely not somewhere you should be.
Yeah, I think when we were walking out there, we were getting a lot of looks at people like, why are y'all out here? The further we got into the city, I think Jen started becoming more and more uncomfortable with it, because there were not any other tourists out there.
And then when we were on the main street in the downtown, the guy said to us, "Go back to the boat."
And at about that point, Jen was like, "I'm
we
done.
need to go back to the boat."
I mean, that was a shame to me because Belize is a beautiful city or beautiful country, and the tourist area was extremely nice. Everybody was super friendly, but on the outside, I felt like we weren't welcome there. They didn't want us to see that area. They didn't want us to be in there spending money or anything like that, it was really weird. I don't
know. I think my best advice would be when you go to Belize, either stay in the port, or if you're going to do something outside of the port, make sure it's some kind of guided tour. either through your ship or right there at the port. They'll get you to the safe places. You know, those tours are kind of taken care of. Like, you don't have to worry.
Yeah, don't do like me and just go adventuring off on
No.
foot, because at the terminals to get, or the cruise terminal to get back into it, you actually have to go through police both ways to get in and out. So, you know, that's probably should be a clue of what it's like on the outside. So, I hate having to talk negative about our experience there, but honestly, like outside of the tourist village, there isn't really much to see if you go on your own without putting yourself at risk. So I'm going to preface this. We didn't die. We didn't get mugged. We didn't get kidnapped. All the things that Jen thought were going to happen. They didn't. But for a country whose economy is supposed to be based on tourism, they apparently forgot to tell the residents of Belize City that. And so in the future, if we ever go on another cruise that lists Belize as a port, I honestly don't know if we'll even get off the ship. If the most we do, we would go to the tourist village. The experience there was unbelievable.